plots for personal profit. WGN's Muriel Claire on the heavy hitters now listening to the horrific stories today.
The horror is unspeakable, it's unexplainable, and the events that occur at Burr Oak Cemetery clearly have crossed the line into criminal behavior.
What happened at Burr Oak Cemetery could happen anywhere. That's the view of the congressional committee chaired by U.S. Congressman Bobby Rush looking into the Burr Oak scandal.
This is clearly a situation that cries out for a remedy.
The Burr Oak Cemetery investigation found that caskets and vaults housing the skeletal remains of some 300 bodies had been dug up, and the remains subsequently discarded, leaving empty graves allegedly to be resold for personal gain.
Can something hurt 31 years later? Absolutely. Can you take this thing lightly? Absolutely not.
The congressional committee listening to testimony at today's hearing suggests that the Burr Oak scandal may be symptomatic of a national problem caused by inadequate regulation of cemeteries. Currently, the federal government exercises very little regulatory authority over cemeteries. According to state official Daniel Hines, it's generally left to the state.
As members of the committee explore this issue, you will quickly find that state regulations vary widely from state to state.
Is anyone going to do anything about it?
The committee will go over what they heard at today's hearing and make some recommendations to federal lawmakers. Muriel Claire, WGN News.
Now, the owner of another South suburban cemetery accused of possible grave tampering is speaking out today. Relatives of loved ones buried at the Mount Glenwood Memory Garden South became worried when a human bone was found there on Friday. Today, some of the families say they're concerned about double headstones. At least one family member says she is not sure why the remains of another person were buried right next to her loved one's headstone. The owner of the cemetery says all the questions will be answered, but just not right now.
This is under investigation, and we're meeting with the Cook County Sheriff's Department and giving them complete cooperation.
The cemetery has had a history of problems. 3 families have filed lawsuits alleging neglect at Glenwood. The owner says lawsuits are frivolous. The Cook County Sheriff is investigating.
Mayor Daley has named Cook County Commissioner Roberto Maldonado as the new alderman of the 26th Ward. Maldonado grew up in Puerto Rico and became active in politics and government during the Harold Washington administration. The mayor believes he's the right person for the job in the 26th Ward, which includes the heavily Puerto Rican Humboldt Park neighborhood.
He has developed expertise in the areas of health care, air quality, immigration reform, issues that are critical importance to the citizens of the 26th Ward and, of course, to all Chicagoans.
Maldonado replaces former 26th Ward Alderman Billy Ocasio, who took a job with Governor Pat Quinn. Ocasio wanted his wife or the Reverend Wilfredo de Jesus to become the new 26th Ward Alderman, but ran into opposition from gay activists who accused the minister of homophobia.
Now, the Republican Mark Kirk is running for the U.S. Senate. Candidates are lining up for his old job. State Representative Julie Hamos is expected to announce tomorrow that she'll seek the 10th District congressional seat. Hamos is a Democrat from Evanston, served in Springfield the past decade. Democrat Dan Seals, who lost twice to Kirk, is also running.
Coming up next on your news at 5:30, he was caught on tape robbing a store and then returning the loot a day later. We'll hear from the remorseful robber.
Plus, dozens of Illinois National Guard soldiers reunited with their families after serving in Afghanistan.
And here's a picture from our WeatherBug camera at St. Lina School in Oak Lawn, where it is 81 degrees right now. It finally felt like July today. Tom Skilling is watching some storms in Wisconsin that may hit the Chicago area. His full forecast is just ahead.
You're watching WGN Evening News with Mark Sapelsa, Allison Payne, and Tom Skilling. This is Chicago's very own WGN Evening News.
Fly ball deep to left, and what time? As the base hit, this ball game is let's go over. Gets past, Cubs win. Sox wins. Gone. Mercy, unbelievable.
Learned how to drive. Before getting off for epilepsy medicine once and for all. Before we remove the tumor that caused her